Hello, everybody out there. My name is Jason. Just want to say hey to all my fellow martial artists and soon to be martial artists, I hope. I'm going to start a Tai Chi class, teaching it on Mondays at 5:30 at Art Palmer's dojo over behind Dr. Sheda's office off of the bypass. We're going to start teaching that on Mondays. I feel like Tai Chi is a very important health practice, helping with stress, flexibility, balance. Um, I'm a nurse. I work as a nurse at our local hospital here, which is awesome. I specialize in wound care, dressing care. I've also worked as a rehab nurse here in years past. A lot of my practice is focused on diabetics and diabetic wounds and ulcers. Through the years, I've actually recommended um, Tai Chi to some of my patients to kind of help them get into better physical shape, more mobility, ideally to even help lose weight, and kind of a good starting spot for a lot of seniors and etc. Actually, it's good for all ages. Tai Chi is. Um, Through the years, a lot of times I usually recommend my patients over to CMC Wellness Center, which has a fantastic program out there. Drew Landris, which is where I originally started taking Tai Chi with and from, still do. Um, Drew is active, fit, does anything he wants to do, and he is well into his 80s now, and has just now announced his retirement from teaching at the Wellness Center. So he's kind of his own testimony for the effects that Tai Chi and staying active can have in a person's life. Um, so, with that being said, with his retirement coming up, or I think he has had his last class by now, I no longer have a Tai Chi class I'm really aware of to recommend people to for health and such as that. Um, and that kind of occurred to me that because I feel like it's a needed service to have in the community. I think it's something that can give a lot of seniors purpose, activity, exercise, work on balance, prevention of falls, other great benefits. Um, so I feel like it's something that's really needed. I originally started with um, Drew Landers with Tai Chi back in 2015. I've been doing it about 8 years now. And to be honest, I am a little nervous about starting teaching my first class in it. But my intention is to keep it as a relaxed format. Everybody come, just get active, just get moving. Um, no heavy martial arts type to it. Just get active, get calm, and kind of de-stress is my intention. And most of the statistics that I've seen, Tai Chi is related to like the calorie burn of walking and similar health benefits to walking, but it kind of adds more balance work, adds more mental focus to it than what walking will alone. So for a lot of seniors, 45-hour long class of walking and that type of exercise and that type of therapy, I think is really good for them. Something that can be done in chair. During the class, we intend to have some extra folding chairs that people can be able to practice with or hold on to for balance. We have padded floors at the dojo. Um, so if there's any falls or anything, that's a safety help for us there. We do ask and same thing, we're not able to have shoes on the mats because of safety and hazards with the students. On a lot of the mats in the karate school, we practice break falls and groundwork, and if somebody carries gravels or broken glass or even whatever bacteria on their shoes and puts into the mats, then we have that into the skin of our students. So we're unable to have street shoes on the mat. I highly recommend just socks, med treads with treads on will be perfect. A lot of times people will bring yoga socks and things like that. That would be perfect for the class. Again, I started back in 2015. I kind of wanted to share why I do Tai Chi, and that might show to other people why it's important to have and why you all may want to start this as you're looking at starting a class. What really got me into it was I was needing to lose weight. I had picked up quite a bit of weight before 2015. I was actually pushing between 3 and 350, I think, at one point. And I went on a big health change about the same time as I started Tai Chi, started a diet, got into other types of martial arts, and eventually got back into the Ishinu as well, which I've been doing Ishinu. I started it originally when I was a teenager, way back in the 80s, 90s, and been associated with Art and his dojo for all those years. Been in and out with a lot of life changes in school and work and everything through the years, though. However, like I said, in 2015, I kind of got back into everything, got back into the martial arts, Tai Chi. What really drove me to Tai Chi at the time is family history. About that time, we started becoming the primary caregiver for my dad. He was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, and he had been a big part of our lives thereafter, taking care of him. We were his primary caregivers up until 21 when he passed away. Excuse me. But in 2015, when his dementia was starting to really flare up, cause problems, and he was no longer to be by himself, worried me, having that family history. And other big risk factors for a lot of dementia and other illness is also diabetes, which my mom had severe diabetes, real brittle. My grandma has it. My sibling is diabetic as well, and he became diabetic a lot younger than what I am now. So something's working already, we know that. So in 2015, I kind of realized my weight. Weight is also a huge issue with diabetes and dementia both. And I started looking for a way to handle that. And especially with the dementia, I love a good Sudoku puzzle. I love a good crossword puzzle. People recommend that all the time to help with the mind, to help with the memory. And I like those. Those are great practice to do. Anything that keeps the mind active, I think, is great to use. Wouldn't say anything against that at all, by no means. But what I really have fun at is martial arts. I've always loved martial arts since I was a kid. Love the old movies, love everything else about martial arts, the tactics, the strategies to it, the new learning. There's always something new to learn when it comes to martial arts. So it dawned on me when I found out Drew was teaching Tai Chi back in that day. I joined up in that class. Helped give me motivation to lose my weight. I dropped about 100 pounds at that time frame, which I'm still on a weight loss journey with ever since COVID and taking care of mom and dad. I put a lot back on, and I'm getting a lot of it back off now. But Tai Chi is a really good practice. Honestly, all martial arts are, whether you do karate or you do Tai Chi. Ishinu is one of the best martial arts there is, honestly. I wanted more katas, more forms to kind of pick up on and learn. I figured if I'm going to stimulate the brain, one of the best ways to do that is by learning a new skill. And even initially, I was like, Tai Chi's got to be good to help prevent Alzheimer's, dementia within myself with that family history. If I'm getting out here and learning I think the longest form I know is the 108 long form in Yang style. That, when done appropriately, is supposed to take about 15 to 20 minutes to learn. And I'm like, if I'm too busy learning a long form like that and that much new skill, where's dementia going to come in at? Maybe I can ward that off. So I got started in it. Some of the best attributes, though, to it, I've kind of found out since from a lot of the medical studies. When the brain is engaging both sides of the body in coordination drills, it helps to facilitate that brain function, the memory, helps with stress and everything else. But when you're throwing a move or block off to one side, then you switch and you do the mirror off to the other, that bilateral body movement affecting the brain helps trigger the brain for its activity, the functions in it, and trips the brain as a whole. So they believe that's one of the major aspects in the martial arts and in Tai Chi that helps with the brain and memory. And I think it's been a benefit to me. I really do. Early on, I spoke with this one lady that was originally an immigrant here from China, and she was the sweetest thing. And I told her about Tai Chi and I was doing it, about my family history with dementia in it, and she had such a good quote to me. To quote her just like she said it in her accent, she's like, we know have Alzheimer's in China. We got Tai Chi. It is just so sweet. But she said their incidence of Alzheimer's and dementia is so much lower than us. They have so many seniors that are getting out in the parks. They're doing this movement. They're doing the motions, the clarity, the clearing out of the stress. Stress just kills the body, honestly. Some of my favorite pastimes is hiking. We're all time trying to get out onto the hiking trail and into the mountains to get out into nature. And I have a few videos on my channel, me doing Tai Chi forms in weird locations out in the woods and on the hiking trails. I'll film ever so often doing a form at the state park by the lake, just cause it's calming. And I think that's one of the secrets to Tai Chi is you take a second, you slow down your body, you slow down your breathing, you slow down your mind and the fast-paced busyness that's going on all the time in your brain, and you just chill out for a minute. You do a 5-minute form, and I find it relaxing. Now, starting off, I'm going to do this as a beginner's class. We're going to do a lot of what's called Qigong, or just life breath work. It's really just a old-fashioned Chinese physical therapy, honestly. So we're going to do a lot of stretching, a lot of breath work that anybody will be able to do, even from a seated position. We're going to start off with the most basic forms. Of the two first forms I'm going to teach, one is referred to as the third section form. It was started by a man named Jose Johnson, and it was originally developed as a Tai Chi form for a physical therapy department in a major hospital up north. So we're going to share that and work through those forms. We're going to go it slow. We're going to go simplistically to where anybody will be able to join, anybody will be able to fall in any given night, I hope, and enjoy it. Thing is real benefits of it will be from that. Falling into it, clearing the brain out for 45 minutes or an hour for that class, and being able to practice at home at your own speed, at your own timing. So, again, we're going to keep it a simple class, straightforward. I'm going to go over the basics over and over, and let that kind of be it. I expect it to be a relaxed format, just sitting around talking, doing these type of exercises, learning why we do it, and how they'll benefit you. So I think my time's about to run out on this video. just want to invite you all out again. We're going to start Monday night, 5:30 on May the 1st, right after World Tai Chi Day. I hope to see you all there, and I think we'll have a really good class, really good time doing this. Peace out. Bless y'all.